Hello everyone, this is Khethelo Nomvalo from Johannesburg, Midrand. Studying through E. I would like to thank Mr. Hamish for helping us so much. We have actually got 90 to 100% on that. Thank you so much, Mr. Hamish. Siyabonga.
Easy stuff is easy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hamish. Thank you. And I wish you all the best with your hard work. And I just want to say we appreciate you. And I have achieved like 93%. Samanani. This is who Emma Kisses I live in Devon in KwaZulu-Natal, and I was born in KwaHlabisa in KwaZulu-Natal.
You can call me Hamish, or let's get started. So, I'm Hamish. If you don't know me, but a lot of people sometimes they like to call me Hosong Morena Felen. Hosong means peace upon you, and Morena means a king. Okay, and Felen means is somebody who make decision based on some consciousness. Okay. So sometimes some other guys they like to call me like Zulu, or also friends of mine they like to call me Mlungi. So Mlungi is somebody who fix things. You know what I'm saying? Pays on fix things. So without wasting time, let's get to the business. Okay. So now let's say question 9. Now simplify the following as far as possible. So we're gonna have to simplify this as far as possible. This is very easy. Guys, listen, man. Before we go to this question, if somebody give let's say 1/3 minus, so it's 1/3 minus 1/3 minus 1/, let's say 4/3. So what you do here, let's say 7/3 minus 4/3. So when the denominator are the same, you see this is a denominator, then one at the bottom. So if it's the same, you only write one of them. You don't have to write double. So you write only one, and then you take this minus that one because it's minus. So it's 7 and then minus 3, and this is going to give us 4/3. You know what I'm saying? And then you can simplify. Say how many 3 and 4 is 1, and then you take 1/4. Somebody give me let's say 2/, let's say 6, 2/, let's say 6. Yeah, minus 1/2. See? So you see this one here? So let's say simplify. So your intention phase is to make all the denominator the same. So you see this is 6 and this is 2. So you're gonna have to think, okay, should I change 6 or should I change 2 to make same? I think this is gonna be easy for me to change to become 6 because your intention to make denominator the same. So I'm gonna make it the same. So I'm gonna have to multiply by 3, so it's gonna become 6. But whatever you're gonna do at the denominator, you must do the same on top. So since you multiply by 3 here, you must do the same thing on top. And then you're gonna say this is 2/6 minus 1 times 3 equal to 3, 2 times 3 equal to 6. So you see now denominator are the same. So we say 6 and then we say 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 equal to -1/6. One more. If somebody give me 1/5 minus 1/3 or 2/3, whatever you can have, you know what I'm saying, doesn't matter. Okay, let's say 2/5 minus 1/3. So we want to change this to have some sort of same denominator. So this is 5, this is 3. So how you gonna make this same? For you to make same means I'm gonna think, okay, so which number I'm gonna multiply here to have the same denominator? So we see we don't have any common number, which is, when I multiply 3 is gonna give me 5, or a certain number when I multiply 5 is gonna give me 3. But I know for effects, if I'm gonna take, you see this 3, if I multiply here, top and bottom, I'm gonna get 15. See, so you take this number, you multiply here, top and bottom, and then you take this number, so you multiply here, top and bottom. Since we didn't have any number in common, so you see, so this one up and down, and this one up and down. So 3 times 2 equal to 6, over 3 times 2 equal to 15, and then minus 1 times 5 equal to 5, 3 times 5 equal to 15. You see now the denominators are the same. So since it's the same, we only write 1, and this is 16 minus 5 equal to 1. See what I'm saying? If it's plus, you say plus. If it's minus, you say minus. So your intention always to make the denominator the same. Okay, now let's go to the question. So if you go to this question here, it's easy, man. Let's go to this question here. If I look this question here, you see, you look at the denominator. We have a 4b, 3b, and 4b. So it's not the same. So intention to have a common denominator. So I'm thinking, okay, so this 3b and this 4b, how will we make the same? We know the common number between 4 and 3 is 12. Is what is 12? So let me write this aside. So say 2, okay, 2 over 3b, excuse me. 3b, 2 over 3b. 2 over 3b, okay, plus 5 over 4b. Okay, so this is your intention, okay, to make the denominator the same. So now you think, okay, I'm going to make the denominator the same. So you see this one 4, I'm going to take this multiply only 4. All here and there. See, and you see this is 3, you see this one 3, multiply here, top and bottom. So now 4 times 2 equal to 8 over, now 4 times that equals to 12b. And then here we got plus, 5 times 3 equals 15. And then over 4 times 3 equals to 12. But there's a b, So now, you see the denominator is the same, look alike. So we can only write one denominator, which is 12b. And then now 8 plus 5 equal to 23. So this is going to be a final answer for this question. You see what I'm saying? That's 23 over 12b. Okay, so if you have this past paper here, you will see that's the final answer. Okay, now we go to the next question. So the next question, this one here, they say, let me just make it spicy a little. So we're gonna need this. Okay, let's make it quick, man. Okay, now let's go. So now let's say p equal to m squared minus x over 2. Make x the subject of the formula. Subject of the formula means separate from the ratio stuff, okay? So now we got p here, p equal to m squared minus x over 2. So first and foremost, I was okay, so how am I going to separate? Means it has to be alone. So just like if somebody gives you, for example, let's say a equal to x minus p. They say make p the subject of the formula. Subject formula means make it, keep it alone. So look here. Whenever you take a number or letter, you must take with each sign. And the sign of any number or any letter or variable is on the left of the number. For example, what is the sign of A? A, there's no sign, meaning is positive because you look on the left. Now, X, what is the sign of X? There's no sign, means it's positive. What is the sign of P? Look at the left, is negative. So if I want to make a P as a subject, what I'm going to do, I'll take this to the left. You know why I take to the left? Because I know it's negative. So when it's going to go over equal sign, it's going to become positive. You see what I'm saying? But if it's just positive, I was going to leave it there. Okay, hold on. Let's assume it's positive, for example, now. It's positive. They say make P subject. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to take X over because P is already positive, so I'll just leave it there. So I'm going to say this one come here, but here on the left, we still have our A. And this X is positive. When it goes over, it's going to become negative. Look. So when it goes over equal sign, it's going to become negative. So it's going to become negative X equal, so just a P. Even if I don't write sign, but I know it's positive. Because even if there's no sign, it means it's positive by nature. So now, so your P has already separated. It means you have already P, make P subjects. So then you can write like in reverse, say P equal to A minus X. Now let's go to that one with a negative. So with a negative, okay, let's say it's negative. A equal to X minus P, A equal to X minus P. And then we go to the question, guys, don't worry about it. Okay, so let's say A equal to X minus P. They say make P the subject. So we see the sign of P there is negative. You see, it's negative. So nobody tell me, but I have to think it critical, right? So, okay, I know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this over. If I take over, they see negative, it's going to become positive. Why am I taking over now? Because I know it's negative. When we go over equal sign, it's going to become positive. So I say, okay, you come over. So since it's negative, it's going to become over. I'll see P. But here, we still have our A. I don't want A. This A must go over because we want P alone. So we still have our equal sign. The reason why it changed to positive because it went over equal sign. So here I'm left with x. See, and this a, we don't want you here on the left hand side go over. What's the sign of a? There's no sign, means it's positive. When it's go over, it's going to become negative a. So p has already made the subject. So now if you come here careful, they say make x the subject. Means you have to leave x alone. So if you look careful, this x, see this group here. The sign of it is negative. So what I'm going to do, I only want to take this one over, the m squared. So here I'm left with, I have a p, and then we say, excuse me, sorry. So I'm going to say my problem. So I say this, I'll take it over. So this is negative. When it goes over, it's going to become what? Positive. So say, okay. So for that case, it's going to become what? Positive x over 2, because it's negative when you go over equal sign. So we're going to say equal sign. Here we have m squared. And this p is positive, remember. When there's no sign, even if there's no sign, we take over equal sign. So we can minus p. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So now we want to make x is easy. We finish up now. So what we're going to do, for you to make a linear, like if somebody give you, quickly, if somebody give you, let's say y over 3 equal to 7, what's the value of y? So your intention, you want to make something linear. So for you to make a linear, multiply by 3 throughout. So multiply by 3, multiply by 3 for each group. So this and this is going to cancel. So y equal to 7 times 3 equal to 21. So we're going to do the same thing here. If I want x to be alone, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply by 2 for each group or for each number. So I'll say, since I don't want these 2, I'll multiply here by 2, I'll multiply here by 2, I'll multiply here by 2. So these 2 and these 2 is going to cancel. Because the same thing, it's like by 2, 1, by 2, 1. So let it x equal 2 times m squared is 2m squared minus p times 2, 2p. So this is going to be 2p. So this is our final answer. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be our final answer. 2m squared minus 2p. Okay, 2m squared minus 2p. Now let's go to question number 11. So question number 11, I'm going to explain a little bit, for you to get understanding question of a line. And then we're going to go to the question. You see, we're going to go to the question. So this is more of the question of a line. So I think the best way I can do for it, let me just make it this next video, and then I'm going to explain a lot of questions so for you to have a clarity and get to understand. It just wastes your time. When you do this question, and it's easy like that, man. Thanks a lot. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I believe in learning from how I do things. If it's time, make sure you subscribe, and you can just go and do donation to our Patreon page. I have a Patreon, I have a GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? I have all the means of donation because to make this project going, any type of donation, the little that you think is too small for you, it could make a lot of change. And thanks a lot for all your time, subscribe, don't forget, share this video, circulate to a lot of people, because the meaning of this project, this program, is to help as many as we can. Okay, it's not only for one person or two, because you might think it's not helpful for you, but for somebody next out there, it could be very, very helpful. So thanks a lot, man. And any donation that you did to me, it means so much. I appreciate it, man. It means a lot. Go to our Patreon page, go to our GoFundMe, because we need to have a lot of things. We need to put them together, like camera, and a lot of equipment, so that we can improve on a lot of angle, a lot of aspects of these projects. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate and I love you. Peace and love. Bye. This is one of my students of knowledge. She wanted to introduce herself. What's your name? Could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Kali.
Yeah.
I go to Southend Primary School.
Yeah, China Wabantu. China Wabantu is everywhere, right? So this is my other student. His name, what's your name? Matthew, yeah, he's grade 11, man. So his aim is to score distinction, right? So you promise I want you to score distinction this time. And what's your name? Joshua, how much you promise me to score this time?
Distinction.
Distinction. Yeah, so China Wabantu is everywhere, man.
China Wabantu everywhere. China Wabantu everywhere.
Everywhere.
China Wabantu
Exactly.
everywhere.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. If you
how to give advice, or which advice would you give to the people or to the students?
Trust Hamish.
Why would they trust me?
No, because it's really good. It actually has helped a lot. I redid first year for maths. It was my own fault, but also I didn't know a lot of the work. And